the European Union made a claim on the United Kingdom, on the United Kingdom taxpayer, for a large sum of money, unspecified but undoubtedly large, and on the basis of what it determined to be our legal obligations. And so the proper approach to that is to go through line by line and see whether or not we believe those legal obligations are correctly codified. Now, bear in mind what we have said, what the Prime Minister has said a number of times, starting in the Lancaster House speech before this process started, and repeated in the Article 50 letter, and repeated time and again after that. We will meet, we're a country which meets our international obligations and will continue to do so. But those obligations have got to be well specified and they've got to be real. They don't necessarily have to be legal. We also recognise moral obligations sometimes. But I think on this context, this was the right way to do it. It will, of course, lead to difficult exchanges. Nobody will pretend it was anything but a tough exchange this week. But I think the British taxpayer would expect nothing less, and your readers certainly.
In order to make discussions simpler, we've set out a very precise list of commitments and accounts that have to be resolved, that the 28 subscribe to and the 27 will not agree to having to pay on their own based on the current financial perspectives. And we have a list of all the legal bases underpinning each of those commitments. I'm asked to show flexibility. But you need to start with a clear position based, for instance, on what the UK recognise as their commitments, legal and moral, as David has used the moral term as well. So, ladies and gentlemen, there are thousands upon thousands of individuals and businesses, students, universities, laboratories, local government bodies, not to mention third countries. I mean, we're talking about the EDF as well, the European Development Fund. These all have projects and programs that are ongoing, they've committed to, other taxpayers are involved, and they've all done this on the basis of something that was told to them by the EU 28 starting in 2014. I was Commissioner on Structural Funds, the Regional Policy Commissioner, for a while. So I know what it means for dozens of regions across the EU where they have a 7-year perspective of rolling payments, sometimes that only arrive after the 7-year period is over, and who've built projects on that basis. That's why I know what's at stake. That's what I'm talking about. I know there have been difficulties, and we've talked about that, but we've talked about a lack of progress. That's all I can say, that there has been a lack of progress, but beyond that, there is a strong commitment. The UK has made commitment to find a way forward. We need